entered the mountain range and into the golden sunset when we are met by the flickering lights of the great city of Cusco.
Leaving Cusco City in the early morning, and we took a bus and a train and another bus to get to Machu Picchu. The train to Machu Picchu is an amazing journey. We enjoyed cultural shows and magnificent views from both sides of the train.
When we come back to Picchu,
200 pounds. Mira que Seriously?
The next day, we went to Machu Picchu to see the great ruins that were built by the Incas. This lost city was founded by Hiram Bingham in 1911. Machu Picchu is one of the final expressions of the development of the Inca arts. Today, it is possible, when directed by the people who live in the traditional communities, to learn the names of the guardian spirits that are associated with the shapes of certain mountains or particular natural formations. Long ago, these forms were shaped or prepared with some cultural elements so that they would really look like the forms they were meant to be. And in other cases, the people designed temples and sacred spaces with characteristics so that the natural formations were adapted to the final designs. The mountain, that is today called Picchu, presents a form that seems like a gigantic puma with its back curved and in an attitude of attack and defense. Next to this mountain, there is another natural formation which consists of 3 rocky prominences. The 2 at either side represents half-open wings, and one in the center, the head of a bird. In order to validate this idea and convert it into a cultural object, they arrange small terrains to represent the ruffles of a condor's neck. The buildings look like a lizard that is climbing out of a river and onto the mountains where it shall be petrified for all of eternity. And is surrounded on all sides by precipice that falls away into the blue depths of the open spaces all around.
At some distance from Cusco, Sacred Valley stretches for about 100 kilometers between Pisac and Machu Picchu. Includes several towns were built during the Inca Empire. With its rich history and exceptional beauty, Sacred Valley became a very touristic area. We went to a colonial church. It was built on top of an Inca palace, considered one of the most beautiful churches in Sacred Valley. The church was built from 1572 and finished in 1607. This is a mix of Inca and Hispanic architecture. One of the places you can't miss in Chinchero is this workshop where you could learn how local people process the alpaca fur to make ponchos and many other products.
For example, in this plant is the plant eucalypt, similar to coca leaf. We use to get the different tonality, the green tonality. For fix the green tonality, we use copper sulfur stone the volcanic.
The richness of the Sacred Valley, not only by the fertility of its soils, but also by springs of warm water saturated with salt. This water was channeled to fill thousands of shallow pools, today known as the Salt Flats Amaras, continue to produce appreciable quantities of salt through evaporation. During the Inca time, salt was the principal commodity produced for trade with the tribes of eastern jungles and was an important element of the economy of redistribution within the empire, as well as being necessary part of a diet. It was also used for drying and salting meat. Located in the Sacred Valley, some 89 kilometers to the northwest of Cusco, Ollantaytambo is one of the finest prehistoric complexes in Peru. Built on approximately 600 hectares, it contains religious astronomy, administrative, and urban complex, with areas reserved for activities related to agriculture and livestock. A great part of the political and economic power was concentrated in Ollantaytambo in ancient times because of the high production that was achieved on the broad extension of land dedicated to the cultivation of corn.
The possession of this cereal, so appreciated for its productive food-giving and therapeutic capacity, allowed the political control of the subject people who received the surplus grain in redistribution. For this reason, the greatest part of cultivation of corn was associated with the state.
The Inca ancient believed that Viracocha is their creator god. Here in Ollantaytambo, a mountain rock formation is said to resemble his figure. With the effects of light and shadow during the day, shows the hero in his vitality wherever he be sleeping at 2:30 in the afternoon or awake vigilant 1 hour later.
Foggy this side and another side is clear.
I like to keep it foggy.
Andy,
Foggy time!
Andy, where are we going now?
We are going to the Rainbow Mountains.
This is on the way. Wow, look at that.
7 Color Mountains.
Uh-huh. Where we need Kutka. Wow, look at it.
Rainbow Mountain is known as Vinicunca, located 100 kilometers from Cusco. The mountain reaches an altitude approximately 5,200 meters above sea level, and it's comparable to the altitude of Everest Base Camp.
It is the Color Mountain in the Peruvian Andes. This express landscape has become one of the most popular tourist destinations. Vinicunca was hidden under the snow for many years due to climate change, revealed its colors to the world. It gained international attention between 2012 and 2015. The mountain was originally a glacier, and the colors are the result of a million years of natural process. Tectonic plates movement pushed the Andes Mountain upward, folding the layer of rock. Rain, wind, and temperature change exposures the colorful layer. The dry climate of the Andes prevents heavy vegetables from growing, so the colors remain visible. Many different materials create colors for the mountain.
Usually it takes 3 to 4 hours to reach the top. This hike is really a challenge due to the thinner air and the lower oxygen levels. Even the distances seem manageable.
In November 1533, Franco Pizarro and his men set foot in Cusco, the heart of the Inca Empire. They saw there a city that was filled them with profound sense of wonder. As time passed, the Spaniards built their churches and houses over the Inca stone, making Cusco a city with stunning architecture, a mix of Inca and Hispanic. The city that holds a unique place in history and culture, making it worthwhile destinations for travel. Its rich Inca heritage and stunning colonial architecture, vibrant markets, and getaways to Machu Picchu all contribute to its appeal. Once you come, you would like to come back. Adios, Cusco.